it clicked, and I was like, I have to go, I can't do this, and just started racing out of the line with the kids following me confused. And I had to just try to choke out that I was having an anxiety attack. I'm still recovering from an anxiety attack. When you saw me hold up that spider web, I was in line and it was starting to hit. My heart was starting to race and I was starting to feel dizzy and like puking and like passing out and like crying, and people behind us in line just kept getting closer and closer till they were like just a couple inches from Jack's. The family in front of us had 5 kids. They were all taking everything off the shelves and opening spray cans, and that's fine, but none of them had masks. Still can't breathe right. And I couldn't. My kids were gonna have their mom in a pile on the floor in a second if I didn't leave. I just had to bolt, put the spider web back, and ran out. And burst into tears. But it's been a while since I had a full anxiety attack. I feel like it's gonna be a while before I feel normal again. My chest hurts and my head hurts and my heart's still going a mile a minute, but no spider web. Yeah, I made it. Sunday night, time for bed. My little good goodness jammies on, and we're gonna get everybody to sleep for a new school week. It is the week before Halloween. I guess Halloween is 1 week. I think it's Sunday night. This time next week, I think you'll have finished up doing your trick-or-treating. I don't know what it's gonna look like this year. I think at least half of our neighborhood will be doing the standard ring our doorbell and we'll open it and you stick your hand in the bowl, and we're not doing that. Go take your medicine, please. Thank you. We will only be going to the ones that have little bags out or candy spread out on a table, or doing a candy chute where you send the candy down a slide. We will have candy out on a table and hopefully not have it all taken by one person, but we will see it on camera if they do. And yeah, when we get back from trick-or-treating, we can man the table, but
But then
gonna
one
leave it.
person will only get candy from us.
Well, we're only gonna put out so much candy while we're gone, and then when we get back, we can start putting more out. I'm not gonna put everything out at once.
Are you gonna like do the cube?
Maybe, but it really wasn't necessary. Just putting it down on the table when nobody's there works. Anyway, go ask your brother if he's reading, because we need to do it soon if you want a video or two after. Anyway, let's just address this first. Last night I did more, so I have some on each side. This morning I tested out a dye mix, and I think it's gonna fade too fast. I also think I don't need the turquoise I added to it, because I can see the turquoise pretty strongly here. But I will say that only my roots and my bangs are turquoise free. All of the hair inside these braids is still turquoise because I did not bleach that. The turquoise holds really, really well. It's an Arctic Fox turquoise that I've had for ages and ages. I haven't bought from them in a long time. I know there's some questionable stuff going on with the owner, and I haven't repurchased, but I have a big bottle. We're using it up. We're not wasteful. So yeah, it holds really excellently in my hair, and bleach will take it out in a couple minutes, but I don't want to bleach the hair in my braids. It's very, very compromised from past hair dye trauma. I'm getting really annoyed when you're walking right behind me, okay? So either play or go ask your brother if you're reading. Okay? Keep bumping into me. So I guess it's an okay thing if I have a little bit of turquoise mixed into the dye to kind of even it all out, but I don't know. I kind of don't want it stuck in there, and I'd rather just let the turquoise that's already there fade out. So I might mix up a different test in a couple days. I'm just gonna keep just dyeing the parts that I get done whenever I feel like testing. This hat's too warm. I don't want to take it off, but I have to because I have to get him to bed. Can you please go do something?
I'm gonna be going tonight.
No, not right now.
Like what?
Go ahead and go play. Anyway, my husband's finally home. He got his soft top from Pennsylvania. He bought it from somebody who sold her Jeep. And yeah, we ended up going with the used route. I feel like I talked about it, but maybe I only talked about it in my head. I don't know. They're very, very, very expensive. So he's paying basically 50%. He does not get a warranty. So we ultimately decided we did want to go the used route, and because there's no warranty, he wanted to do not a new in box like used one, because it hasn't been proven that it actually can install and work, and apparently the installation's like really terribly hard. So he went with one that has been proven to be used and saw it in action in photos and stuff. So that's what he did. He took my car. So we only walked today. We walked over to a Spirit Halloween. We have a very, very, very dead shopping center attached to our neighborhood. So little is there, including a grocery store that's been closed since I was pregnant with Jax. But it does get a Spirit Halloween. So I finally convinced Sebastian to go. He's been a little nervous about it, but it was not scary and he enjoyed it. Turns out I'm the one that had problems. I had an anxiety attack today, and I was with the kids. I was going back and forth about whether I wanted to buy this really big spider web. It's exactly what I had wanted, this big rope spider web, but it was $25, and I was like, I don't know. But ultimately I was like, okay, it's just so hard to find. Every year I can't find it, I'm gonna get it. The line was one of those ones where they just build shelves of crap that you have to wind back and forth through. They did have lines of tape on the floor, and they did have a sign on the door saying what masks are required. 20% of people were wearing masks. Nobody was standing on the lines. There was a huge family in front of me. That was fine. I can stay back from them. That's the family, that's me. I'm not moving forward until you move forward. But people started coming in behind me, And my heart started racing a little bit. And they moved closer and closer, closer. I wasn't moving. The line wasn't moving. Nobody was moving except the people behind us. By the time they got to the point where they were like literally this far from Jack's, from his back, my heart was racing and feeling funny, and I was getting dizzy, and I was having to take deep breaths to not feel like I was going to pass out, and I was starting to shake, and I felt that sting of tears, and it clicked, and I was like, I have to go, I can't do this, and just started racing out of the line with the kids following me confused. And I had to just try to choke out that I was having an anxiety attack. Sebastian had no idea what that meant, but I got the spiderweb back on the shelf, and I walked as fast as I could out with them following me, and as soon as I was out, I was in tears, and I just tried my best to explain it. I don't know if Sebastian understood, but he held out his arms like this, and he gave me a hug. Here's a hug. And then several times on our little walk home, I love you, Mama, so much. And Jax was saying he loved me too, and it was so sweet. It took a while before I felt normal. I made myself some tea, some lemon tea. I ordered us acai bowls, hoping that because it was the middle of a Sunday afternoon, for once DoorDash wouldn't deliver our food after picking up our food, sitting and waiting for somebody else's food, delivering their food, and then finally coming to us. Well, slightly different than that. They delivered 2 people's food before coming to us. Miraculously, our acai bowls were still mostly frozen. There's just a layer of melt on top. Totally acceptable, kind of like when we would get them in the summer. So that was lunch, and I've been craving it, and it was just comforting to get something I'd been wanting and not have to go anywhere and not have to make anything. So we had that, and then I just tried my best to be productive. I was still feeling off, like my chest hurt and a little bit of a headache, and just I felt almost achy, like my whole body felt off. But I just focused on sewing the backpack onto the Among Us, started sewing the face mask down, experimented with detachable legs, which I may or may not do. I think they'll look good, but I don't know if I'm going to do them. I also came upstairs and I vacuumed 2 of the rooms, and then finally just sat down, and my husband was there like about a half an hour later. He walked in the door grumpy as hell because he's been in the car all day. I understand. So I made dinner. I made some pasta, and yeah, that was our day. I've just been doing school stuff since dinner. Is there anything you want to tell anybody about today? What did you do today? What did you do today? You go anywhere? You do anything fun?
We walked over to the Halloween store.
Did you like it?
Yeah, but we couldn't go there and get anything.
You couldn't get anything. Why is that?
I forgot.
You forgot. Did I have an anxiety attack?
Yeah.
That line was pretty brutal. Was it really slow? And a lot of people that were too close? It's just, sometimes that happens to me. I get really stressed out. Thank you for being there with me. Made me feel better. What else did you do? Oh, itchy. What else did you do? You're ruining my cord here. Let's not. Did you have anything good for lunch?
I had a acai bowl.
Yeah, so yours wasn't acai. What did you have? You had the super green bowl with spinach and apples. Yeah, and cucumber. Was it good? And
it got freezing cold.
yeah, well, good. It's supposed to be.
Wait a minute, I saw what a sparkles on me.
Yeah, you've been stealing my sparkles.
Really? Do you have a lot?
I have all the freckles. Here, come in here. This is what I call the freckle zone. see? You can see all my freckles in here. Does it work on you? Can we see your freckles? Look on the camera. They're all over. See, this is the freckle zone. Anyway, I really need to pee and get him to bed. You're not doing books?
No, but
Okay, do you know that like 12 books just renewed because you've had them for 3 weeks and haven't read them? We need to get on that. You're on my cord again. Guys, I'm going to say goodnight. Tomorrow we've got school, but we haven't even gotten pumpkins. We need to get pumpkins, so we're going to go to Whole Foods because it's come down to that. Every year it comes down to that. There was one year there was not even any carving pumpkins in grocery stores, and I had to get pumpkin pie pumpkins. But we're gonna go to Whole Foods, probably grab some donuts or pastries, whatever they have, and sit outside at a table. They got rid of our coffee bar, so I'm gonna bring my own coffee. It's all just like grocery order zone. But then we will grab a cart, choose some pumpkins outside, go in and pay for them, and get home to do school. So I will see you tomorrow for that, as long as it's not raining. And yeah, good night, good night. Thank you for being there for me. Cass, thanks for letting me message you. My husband was driving and I didn't want to bug him. I just told him what happened very briefly. But yeah, you guys are the best. So thank you. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget.
What's going on?
Wash your hands.